What up everyone? Alright, so we've got another video here for you, and today it's going to be painting the manifold. I'm also going to try and paint the turbo housing, so basically the exhaust housing on the turbo. I'm going to pull that off. I need to pull it off because I've got to try and take one of the bolts out. There's a bolt that's been snapped off, or a stud that's been snapped off in there, so I need to try and get that out. I'll also try and paint it black, and we're also going to be re-wrapping the downpipe on the exhaust. So I've got that to do as well, and yeah, I'm going to try and make an oven. Now the reason I'm going to make an oven is the paint that I'm using requires the paint to be cured, and for it to cure over an hour at 200 degrees. I can't put it in my house oven. I thought about it, but then I thought the missus will probably have a go at me for doing that because we can't use it for a while. So we're going to try and make an oven out of a cardboard box, tin foil, and a heat gun. What could go wrong?
I don't want nobody change me now. Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk away, you can walk away. Something in my mind makes me think I ain't nobody perfect. Something in my mind makes me think I ain't nobody perfect.
Alright, and the oven has been completed. I don't know if you can read it. It says Prawlins Bakery, but I ran out of room, then it went over the black, and now it's fail. Anyway, this is the oven that I've just created. I've got the hole down there for the heat gun. There's a tiny little hole just there for the temperature probe. What we'll do is we'll be spraying the manifold first. So we spray that, get that painted, let it sort of touch dry just a little bit, and then we need to bake it. I do have a fire extinguisher just in case something does go wrong, but fingers crossed it doesn't. It's all been sanded back the best that I can. So now all we're going to do is get ready to paint it. I look like absolute shit. Okay, while this is drying over here, so we've done our second coat. While that's drying, I might as well test this out. I actually haven't tested it out yet. So we'll be able to see the temperature through this. So it's just a voltmeter with a sensor probe, like a temperature probe, and then a heat gun. So we might as well test it out now. Okay, it looks like it's taking a wee while to get up any further than that. I mean, I could turn it up to the next level. We could go full send. We'll just full send this. Fuck it, let's do it. Alright, it's pretty much finished drying. I'll just turn it back on now. So yeah, we're gonna give this a go. See if we can get this to bake that. I don't know, and cure it. We'll see. Let's give it a go. Okay, it's been an hour at 200 degrees. It's just cooling down now. We're at 128 degrees there, so it's just slowly cooling down. I think I might just pull this out. I haven't looked in it yet, so I have no idea what it's going to look like. I pray that it's going to look semi-decent. If not, then I'm actually going to probably cry, because this is a real pain in the ass to do. But, so I guess we'll just wait for that to cool down. As soon as that gets maybe down to like 100, I'll open the box up and we'll have a look. Alright, it's the moment of truth. I really hope I've done everything right with this. I pray I've done everything right. Alright, here we go. I haven't even looked in yet. Here we go. Ooh, that's hot. Okay, hang on. I need a glove. Alright, here we go. Okay, I love that. Holy shit, look how good that turned out. Alright, it's the next day and I finally got the turbo housing off. This damn turbo, the exhaust manifold, the exhaust housing off. So now what we're going to do is we're going to clean this up, spray it, and then well, I guess we'll have to bake it as well. And then yeah, and then I've got to try and work out what I'm going to do with that. I'll probably paint it. I think I'm going to paint it, but then I don't know how to bake it because it's obviously massive and I can't really bake that. We'll come to that later. Anyway, let's focus on this. Okay, so the exhaust housing is done, it's touch dry, so now I've got to fire up the prawn bakery. Alright, so the turbo exhaust housing is all done, so I just got to lift this off. I think it's... oh yeah, it's cooled down quite a bit. Alright, let's have a look. And there we go. I can still feel the heat radiating off it, so it's still pretty hot, but that's the turbo exhaust housing all painted, and it's turned out pretty good. Alright, here's the end result for the turbo exhaust housing being painted. Should look pretty good, man. Alright, so the final job that I've got to do now is wrap the exhaust, the downpipe, and the heat wrap stuff that I've got. I've never wrapped it before, I've never done this before, so we're going to find out how well it's going to work. So I've got some of this. So hopefully this will be good enough. Like I said, I've never done it before, so you guys are going to be coming along for the ride with me trying to do it. So I might as well just crack on and give it a go. I need to wear gloves and a mask though, because there's a lot of fibers, so I'm going to chuck those on. This mask is horrible, man. And we are finally done with the downpipe. It's been fully wrapped. I ended up using just like a normal, just your, I guess, I don't know, your normal kind of clamp. These here, this did not work. They weren't big enough to begin with, which was my bad for not getting the right size. But also, they just keep sliding. No idea. But anyway, that works. That's tight on there. That's nice and tight, the wrap. And we're completely done now with what we're going to be doing with the manifold, the exhaust, the turbo. Everything is done, which is pretty sweet. They're not back in the car yet because I have got a couple of things coming. I've got some oil feed line, oil drain for the turbo, and also the, I think it's VCT. Yeah, I think it's the VCT drain fitting is coming. Alright, that is the end of this video. I hope you've liked it, and I will catch you guys again next time.